fuck this up tonight. Yo, what up, everybody? We're live and shit. This is Omnibroslive here, January 7th. Yo, what up, everybody? We're live. All right, so that
gets up. Yep, you already messed up.
All right, so anyways, I had to pause the fucking YouTube real quick. So, hey, everybody, you have tonight, you got two special guests hosting tonight. No, not really special, but it's just normal Omnibros minus the Omnidog. You have myself, Gabe Infinity Watch. I'm chilling out here in Las Vegas, sitting here in my room with my spinner rack and all kinds of cool jazz like that. But my buddy, my tag along, my tugboat that really kind of strings along the show tonight is the one and only Luis. No, wait, it's the other Hispanic. It's Omar, everybody. You got Bitch, Omar in the house.
You are Hispanic. What are you talking about? You don't claim it, do you?
No, I'm so Hispanic that I burnt my fingers flipping tortillas just now.
Whatever. All right. So no Omnidog tonight, so that means you gotta do the little jingle for InStockTrades.com. Yep, you gotta do it. So kick it off, man.
So let's see. This Omnibros episode special. We got a special announcement we'll talk about a little bit later today. Is brought to you by the one, the only, our favorite place and your favorite place to buy omnibuses, hardcovers, trade paperbacks, and all your collected edition needs. That is In Stock Trades, everybody. InStockTrades.com is the URL. You go there, you get up to 42% off on your omnibuses, collected editions. And if you hit them up on the day of new releases on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, those new releases are up to 50% off, depending on what awesome books they decide to put out for 50% off. You have, if you have any questions or any needs, you have Emily. You guys are lucky. We're all super lucky to have Emily as their customer service representative on that email list. You have the best packaging around. Their packaging is super cool. It's so good. You could save it and use it when you flip your books on eBay or on the Omnibus Collectors group. So if you haven't had a chance yet, definitely check out InStockTrades.com. I know your next question, and that's going to be when's the next Omnibros code coming out? And the answer for that is soon. You'll hear about it the moment we hear about it. So there it is, everybody. Omar, what do you got going on, bro?
Not a lot. Just catching up on some reading, and I went to Ollie's this weekend. Did a haul video on my channel, which was a lot of fun. Took a little road trip.
You got to go.
I know. So you remember when we were bad mouthing Ollie's last year, when everybody was like, "Oh man, there's these amazing deals at Ollie's for DC trades," and I finally went and I ended up like getting one trade, and I went to like 2 different Ollie's. Well, this time around they got a bunch of Marvel stuff like back in November, so I wanted to check out what they had, and man, it was pretty cool. It's a mess, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So why don't we talk about some of the things that are coming out tomorrow. I can't say this week.
We talk about how you need to go back to Ollie's and hook me up with something.
Okay. Yeah, that's in Richmond, so I will try to do that.
Is that far? I don't know what that means.
About 30 minutes.
Oh, all right.
Thank you, Lionheart.
Who have we got in the chat tonight? Let's give some shout outs to people. I see ETL is in the chat. Just to say what's in the chat. Nick Schmidt's in the chat. What up, bro?
Yeah.
Iron Cardinal. We got this. Who is this fool? Near mint condition. That fool's in here.
That idiot is in here. Jimmy Owens. Always good to see that guy. Matt Miranda. That's right. Great Lakes Omnibros represent, buddy. Rick Nelson asking that he wants to see what I tug. Chris M. I love that guy too.
What do you tug? Oh, the boat?
You called me tugboat, bro.
That is true. You tug my heartstrings every day.
True. That's what I do. It's what I do.
I'm freezing, dude. I had to put my hoodie on and this beanie and shit. It's cold. I mean, it's probably not cold compared to like other parts of the world, but it's cold here. I'm doing all right, Lionheart. I'm just cold. Jimmy Owens hates tablets.
I am so sorry.
I've got Kristan in the chat. What up? She hardly pops in here. It's good to see her. Kentucky represent.
Yes.
Did you know? I mean, you probably know because you worked in a whatever you call the place that makes whiskey.
A distillery?
Distillery. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That it's only considered bourbon if it's made in Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've had these conversations with you guys a lot.
It was brought up recently at work because there's this guy who's a customer who's works for one of the biggest alcohol distributors.
Uh-huh.
And he always comes in and hooks me up with bottles. And he told me that Crown Royal made a bourbon, quote unquote bourbon, but since it wasn't made in Kentucky, they got sued and had to pull it off the rack. So those bottles are like super rare and like super pricey. And
yeah, it's weird, man. Like, well, even Jack Daniels, right? Like Jack Daniels can't be called bourbon; it's got to be called whiskey. But everybody assumes that it's bourbon. So there you go. Because it's some kind of bullshit that they started, like limestone in the Kentucky River. It has to have that. I don't know how much I would buy into that, but whatever.
Lionheart said it was 19 degrees where he was at. It was 45 this morning when I took my kids to school and shit.
And that's cold for you? That's like fucking summer weather here in Kentucky.
Yeah. Oh, really? What's considered hot for you guys, though?
I don't know. It's been up in the hundreds. Back into my days at the distillery, I remember when it was like 95 outside. Inside of that barrel truck that we had to load was 103.
It's 120 here in the summer, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but you got no humidity, so shut up. It's just hot. It's heat. It's heat. That's different.
I know, but that's why I have all these
Kentucky humidity, boy. You get messed up.
Well, you know what? The no humidity makes it that I have these big old lips I have get chapped. I have like 15 things chapstick with me at all times.
Okay. All right. So let's look at the books that are coming out tomorrow.
Let's take a look
at these emails. I'll pull up the discount list and you pull up the books coming out tomorrow.
All right. So screen share time.
Yes.
Man, we are rocking. We're already starting the show and everything. Usually when the Justice here, we're all just fooling around for a while.
Yeah, but we start the show on time when Justice here.
Is this going to work? Give me a second. It's weird because this is on like a separate browser. Like, fuck.
You need two screens, my brother. Not a lot.
Screens that can need a hole in the head.
Not a lot of books coming out this week, it seems like. They should space out some of these Omnis coming out. That'd be nice.
Let's see if this works. Are you seeing the screen? What do you see?
I see the previews world.
Bam! Totally just hacked the Matrix, son.
All right. Go for it.
All right. Image Comics. Pass.
Okay.
Okay. We got a Creature Tech graphic novel. No idea what that is. Eclipse trade paperback, volume 3.
Both of those are 42% off at in-stock trades.
It is kind of a small week this week, isn't it? So Dark Horse has Modern Fantasy trade paperback. I kind of dig that cover. That looks really cool. And Tomb Raider volume 4, and that's titled Inferno.
A title is not misleading at all.
All right. So one of my favorite publishers, IDW. We have the complete Chester Gold Dick Tracy hardcover volume 25. Those are those really long, panoramic ones.
Like the Peanuts one. God, I wish I had gotten started on those.
Really?
Yeah, because I think some of those are out of print now.
I've never been interested in Dick Tracy. Even the movie with Madonna in it, I could care less about.
He had some really cool villains, man.
Yeah, I guess if you want, like Al Pacino that speaks funny.
All right, what's next?
Next is Mickey Mouse 90th anniversary collection. 90 years. That trade we talked about it before, but that trademark's about to expire. Apparently, we'll see what happens. Disney's not going to let that expire. But
I was going to say, who else is going to buy it? Disney?
the typical the typical time like this is going to jump out of that. So that's coming up. You like all that mouse and Mickey Mouse stuff and duck, so you going to grab that, man, or what?
Nope, that's a pass. I like the duck books, but I'm slowly trying to get into the Mickey books. But My Little Pony, the Crystalling.
Are you a brony?
Actually,
How much of a
no,
brony are you?
my oldest daughter has been collecting them since issue 1, so it's kind of our thing to collect all the issues of the Friendship is Magic.
There's so many different titles for My Little Pony. There's like 3 or 4 going on right now, I think.
2 ongoing, and then there's always like a mini series.
Yeah.
It's weird that I know that.
Okay, then we got Unknown Anti-War Comics. Not sure what that is. Okay, so let's go on to DC. So we got some familiar stuff here. Harley Quinn Deluxe Volume 3. So I'm going to have to assume Jess is going to immediately buy this tomorrow. What's the discount on that?
On the Harley Quinn book?
The Harley Quinn book. I'm assuming that might be one of the ones.
Most of the ones are 42% off, but I'm pretty sure that one is. Yeah, 42% off. You haven't ran across any 50% offs yet. I see a couple at Marvel. Ooh, actually, one that I may pick up.
Nice. So if you have a lot of shelf space, and you have the other 19 volumes, you can add volume 20 of Hellblazer to your collection. Systems of Control. This is the Andy Diggle stuff, I think, right?
Yeah. I dug that run.
No, I haven't read much Hellblazer, but I know I read the Brian Azzarello stuff, the Andy Diggle stuff, and the Warren Ellis stuff, because I was kind of just following creators at the time.
God, I love an omnibus collection of that stuff. We would probably be talking about 11, 12, if they're really, really big books.
How many issues was it? Like 300 and something?
300, I think.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, it had to be about a good 10, 11 books.
But I mean, most of those, dude, they were on point. It wasn't like, oh, we got to go through this shitty run. Actually, I can remember maybe Paul Jenkins was the one that I really didn't dig, but everything else I stuck through.
Or even, have they even did hardcovers for something like this?
No, but when I went to Spain, and I was actually when I was in France, there was a French edition of these beautiful just hardcovers, and I'm like, damn, I'm so envious of what they get over there.
Dude, they get great stuff over there. All right, then coming up is based off the video game universe. Injustice, Gods Among Us, Volume 4, or Year 4. Sorry, Year 4 complete collection trade paperback. I've never read many of the comics. I think I read most of Year 1.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool because I was playing a video game at the time. But since I kind of stepped away from video games, I kind of stepped away from the literature behind it as well. And then Shade the Changing Woman trade paperback from the Young Animal line, which I've never heard much about.
I think Jess is the only one of us. Jess and Ryley are probably the only ones that have read it. But all of those seem to be 42% off.
That's something to balk at. That's pretty good discounts. But let's take a look at Marvel. You said there was some Marvel love going on with 50% off. So
yeah, we got a Masterworks coming out.
So we got Astonishing X-Men by my buddy Matthew Rosenberg. Trade paperback Until Our Hearts Stop. Marvel Superhero Adventures graphic novel trade paperback for Captain Marvel. This is really cool for kids. Are you gonna pick this up for your girls?
Yes, absolutely.
That stuff's really fun. And
actually, my daughter, my 9-year-old, read Miss Marvel.
The newer stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Cool.
Well, yeah, she loved it. She read my Omnibus. So I'm kind of hoping now that she, her run is coming to an end, that they'll go ahead and announce the next set of Omnis, because I hate when Marvel leaves these books stranded.
They never do that. Come on, like what? Like with Ultimate Spider-Man or Powers or with
like a ton
Everything else?
of books,
Yeah.
like a ton of books.
Like almost all of them. Yeah. So yeah, like you said earlier, bro, we got a Marvel Masterworks. This is Marvel Team Up hardcover volume 4.
Hmm. Now that one is 75% off both covers.
Wait, 75% off?
I'm sorry, 50% off.
Okay. Off the
Don't quote me on that.
75%.
So $75 price tag. So it'll be $37.50, both the direct market and the regular version.
Let me take a look at this. I'm kind of interested in this epic collection for the 70s Ms. Marvel.
Also 50% off. So
Is
that
it?
one, that's the one I'm thinking about picking up, but I think that's going to be collected in the Omnibus, if I'm not
There's like,
mistaken.
there's like
Because if
nothing in here. Thank you, Diamond.
nice.
I'm assuming since this is Claremont Conway.
Yeah, that's the same
With
stuff in the
Buscema,
Omni.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's in the Omni, and this is probably like, oh, also, it's probably good if you want to read it from like her very beginning, like her starts and her beginnings of things. So I'm assuming this probably has like her first appearance and all that fun stuff in it too. But that's usually what the Epic Collection are really good at, is they really kind of just get you started in a movie forward chronologically pretty well.
I'm glad they're doing the epic
Skip
version,
around.
but it's really cool that they're doing the epic version and the omnibus because not everybody can afford an omni, and
Yeah.
the epic way is a cheaper route, and it's giving you, I say that probably has about 17 issues worth of stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's of equal quality outside of the oversized hardcover aspect and things like that. It's of equal quality when it comes down to issue content. Well, I know some people who are in the like Epic Collection community, and some of these things are coming out with lower quality in printing and stuff like that. But I mean, for the most part, I mean, you get what you get in an omnibus a lot of times too. Sometimes even
Right.
better. Sometimes even better material. The Punisher epic that came out, I think, is a little bit more superior than that War or Back on the Streets Punisher
Oh, that
omnibus.
omnibus. That
Yeah,
omnibus is out of print now, right?
the DM cover is out of print.
Yeah, those usually go out of print first. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those because that one's a collection that's all over the place. I like my
Yeah.
stuff in chronological order.
What I like about
And
the epic is you get that Mike Zeck storyline, and then you get a couple other like small issues that tie into things, and then that first Punisher series 1 through 10. So there's a really good chunk of readable material. By readable, I mean you could start at one spot and you continue going and follow along. Where, like you said, the omnibus is all over the place. It's just like all it is just the original appearances of Punisher throughout all these different comics, like Spider-Man, and I think there's like a weird Marvel team up in there or something like that. And at the very end, you get the Mike Zeck 5-part series, which is basically the only thing in there I would want to read. All right, so moving forward, so after that epic collection,
this is epic number 1, by the way. Somebody was asking
okay.
I think Omnipol was asking in the chat.
Excellent. I
But
thought it
like,
was.
yeah, there have been some issues with some recent epic lines, which kind of frustrate me. Just like the paper quality, and it doesn't seem like Marvel's doing anything about it. Like at least DC, when they screw up a page, they'll cancel all orders. And I mean, look what they did with the Fourth World Omnibus, right?
I still have my copy, is still the misprinted one.
Oh well, there you go. Well, some people don't care, right? But I mean, these Dark Horse is the same way. It seems like the quality control, even though it sucks a little bit, right? Because it's kind of a double-edged sword. The quality control at DC lets a lot of things slide like that. Like, yes, a 1,500-page omnibus, one page being fucked up or printed twice. That's kind of oops, my bad. Nobody's losing their job. But like 200 and something pages, this happens quite often. But at least they let you know that, hey, we do have a fix for this. Marvel's like, oh, well, too bad. Yeah, we realized the paper quality sucks on those. What was it? It was the Spider-Man Epic Collection, man.
The Venom one.
The Venom one. It was all screwed up. I mean, the Daredevil one was pretty bad too. The last one I got, Root of Evil. But whatever.
All right, so next up, sorry, Star Wars Dr. Aphra. I haven't read a single panel.
That's a good book. I really dig that book, and I think it's being collected in hardcovers. but it's good, man.
And holy crap, dude! Old Man Wolverine. I'm sorry, Old Man Logan, Volume 10.
That's the final one because then it changes to Dead Man Logan.
Dead Man Logan, which is the ongoing, or not the ongoing, but the current series.
12 issue maxi series, right? Yeah. Talking about beating a freaking dead horse there.
Pun intended.
Absolutely, pun intended. Let's see. I think both of those are 42% off. Yeah. Now the next book is 50% off, the X-23 book, and that I definitely recommend to people if they have not read. It is great. I was sad that was it Tom Taylor when he was doing all new Wolverine, it came to an end, but X-23 has been really fun and solid. If anything, I think just as good as all new Wolverine. And you know how much I praise that book. Me, Jess, and Ryley and Fariha, we all praise that book. This is to me, this is just as good. It's got a different tone, but it's good.
I haven't read any of that stuff, and I'm really taken back by like the current value of that first appearance of Gabby. It's a little out of control, but good for anybody who likes it. I'm gonna check it out. I'm assuming they'll do some kind of hardcover omnibus for it eventually, and I'll pick it up then for sure. On the strength of your guys' recommendation and love for it.
Yeah, it's solid. I would recommend it to anybody. And good Lord, Dynamite still pushing that all that. I want to find this shit at Ollie's one day. That's what I want to do. I want to find all these freaking signed editions that they're trying to get rid of for $90. Are you kidding me? That's a trade paperback, man. That's ridiculous.
Those are remarked editions, the $90 ones.
But it's still a trade paperback.
Right. I'm saying it's not not just signed. It's a piece of artwork in there from Derek Robertson. I'm
gonna see that at Ollie's one day.
Cool.
I'll copy you on it.
Dude, yeah, hit me up, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Omar was saying, Dynamite this is all the boys. I'm assuming they're pumping this as much as they can due to is it sci-fi? No, it can't be sci-fi. I don't know who's doing their show, but I know like the boys show is supposed to be hitting pretty soon. Speaking of shows, real quick, I'm gonna pump the brakes on this real fast. I got to ask you a serious question, Omar.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thumbs up, thumbs down. You don't need to get into it any deeper than that. Young Justice on the DC app.
Thumbs up.
All right.
I reviewed. I did a spoiler-free review. I thought it was good, man. It gives me a lot of hope for the future of animation on the app.
God damn it! I don't want to get the app, but I'm gonna have to.
Wait until all the episodes are out because they're releasing 3 every Friday.
Right, but I mean, I can also
just marathon the shit. Marathon the shit.
Well, I'm going to marathon season 1 and season 2 again.
Well, those are those still on Netflix? I know they're on the DC app. Oh, they pulled them?
They've been out for a while. Yeah. I have the CDs. I'm sorry. I have the DVDs. I got them actually
CDs.
Yeah, like what was it? The VCDs back in the day when you had to put your torrenting movies back in like the early 2000s. You had to put them on 2 different VCDs. Mm-hmm. I got them signed by the head writer and like showrunner of the series.
Oh, that's pretty badass. There was a rumor for the longest time that Peter David was going to be the showrunner for season 3. I remember I asked him at Dragon Con in 2016, and he was like, "That doesn't sound right." So no, it was not right.
Yeah, the showrunner for Young Justice was also the showrunner, creator, whatever you want to call it, of Disney's Gargoyles.
Oh, which was a solid show.
Beautiful, amazing,
solid show.
Love it.
Which doesn't Jordan Peele want to make a live action Gargoyles movie? That's what the last thing I read was that a couple days ago.
Yeah,
which would be kind of cool actually.
Let that guy do whatever he wants, man. Just throw money at that dude. Let him do what he wants.
Okay, Rick Nelson has said all DC animated stuff has been pulled from Amazon Prime and Netflix. So there you go, DC app. Thanks for fucking it up for everybody. So they can come and purchase your unstable freaking app. That's the only thing about it, man. It kind of crashes every once in a while. People have been complaining left and right, but once they work out all the kinks, I'm sure it's going to be another thing, right? Eventually, we're all going to be paying the price of cable anyway with all these damn freaking streaming services. So what do we got
All right.
here?
So we got Boom with Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm.
Something called Fence.
I don't know why, but I think Maddie reads that, or it reminds me of a book that Maddie reads. I don't know. I could be wrong, or maybe Tina. One of the ladies on my show reads this book. Either Tina or Maddie.
That cover makes it look like it's some kind of slash fiction or something.
It's two pretty dudes with swords. It's Tina. If I was a betting man.
Yeah, they're little close. There's some.
Whoever reads it, they love it though. They say it's really good because, damn it, I can't remember who it is. I know one of the girls on what's it called reads it too. Fangirlz.
Maybe it's Maddie. Maybe that's the common denominator there.
Yeah, I don't see Fariha. It's either Maddie or Kristan. But all right, Lucy Dreaming.
And then Lucy Dreaming. And then here's all your stuff.
All my stuff.
Like Barbie.
Oh, hell yes, Captain Harlock. Oh God, I grew up watching that stuff, man. Case closed. That's Detective Conan. It's volume 69. That's crazy. That thing has been going on for decades. What else do you have?
Sometimes there's some good things down here.
It is Kristan. Kristan reads Fence. Okay. Sorry, Kristan. Okay. I think Tina also reads Fence. Voltron, based on the Netflix show, which is really
I need to catch up on that show.
We are about to finish it. Twin Star Exorcist. That's really good.
And by catch up, I mean.
Oh, what the hell is this? Hey, do me a favor, man. Go to that Warren Tufts Complete Lance. Let me see what that is. It's $100. It's on the right hand side. I just want to see what the contents are. 1955. This is one volume Sunday. Okay, these are the Sundays.
Explain what this is.
It's kind of high. These are comic strips. I remember I had a softcover collection of this stuff. It's just one of those things I happened upon, like when I bought somebody's collection and I really liked it. You buy something for like X-Men or something, and then you find stuff like this in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. This is printed on. It's 9x12 size, 352 pages. Let me see what the In Stock Trades has on this. They don't even have it on here. That's like some of these things that are like small publishers. They don't even know that they're getting them until much later.
Or they didn't order it whatsoever because they probably had like zero, customer base for it.
Probably. I'm sure there's a couple older people that enjoy stuff like this. Does that finish us out? Is that it?
Well, let's see what else is in the back half stuff.
Also, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Golden Globe winner.
Yeah, man, good for them. I'm super, super excited and proud of that. Take
it all the way to the Oscars, baby. That's what I say.
Dude, that movie's still in theaters. It's been out for like 2 weeks, and they got an award. I'm pumped about that.
It's a great movie.
Oh, it's fantastic. I can't wait to go see it again. All right, and that's everything here this week, guys. Let us know what, if anything, you're picking up. Can we see next week yet? No.
I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. I know there's a big omnibus. When does Conan drop?
I think that's next week.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, Gabe and I can both tell you, we don't like to drive. We don't like to steer this hype train, but those direct market covers are gonna be gone. Like I say, I remember Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3 was gone within like 4 or 5 hours at In Stock Trades, right? But then they got a small batch in. They got another small batch in, and then that was it. With this, I'm thinking this is a few hours again for the direct market. I think the normal cover, the John Cassidy one that nobody wants, because God, what the hell were they?
What happened? What happened to John Cassidy?
I don't know, man. Just getting a paycheck. But I'm thinking that'll be around for a while. They just brought it back. They're gonna definitely print a lot more than like things like Deadly Hands, right? Because that was kind of almost like a print on demand.
Well, those Deadly Hands, weren't they like super discounted at one point?
At one point, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them were. But yeah.
Well, I know Emily likes to listen to the show, so I hope her and Cameron.
It's like Brian McCormick.
A little bit order some more of that book.
Like what Brian McCormick says. It's just the cover. It's on the inside. It's the inside that counts.
All right, man.
True. It's true.
Have fun with your John Cassidy cover then.
Shut up. I'll print my own. More than likely what's going to happen, because I know some people have already pre-ordered it through DCBS. What's going to happen is I'm going to get in there too late and I'm going to be like, damn it, I shouldn't have said anything.
Dude, everything is getting a second print this week. Like all this Defender stuff.
Yeah, why is that? I didn't even know Defenders was selling that well.
I have no idea.
You're the comic guy. Well, you work at a comic book store. Why is it selling so much?
I have no idea why it's selling so much. I have multiple handfuls of each of these still sitting at the store. So there's a retailer out there who wants first prints. Hit your boy up. Hit up Torpedo. We got a bunch of those first prints, that's for sure. Because I know the Silver Surfer one I over-ordered on because there was a really sweet variant for that cover that I knew I could sell it for, that variant price that really kind of, somebody buys it and that basically pays for the run, or the rest of the order kind of situation. But yeah, I mean, I know I got plenty of Immortal Hulk. I think I got Namor, and I know I got Doctor Strange. So yeah.
By the way, right now is a good time to announce something that we are working on, or I've been working on. We're working on doing an interview with somebody that means a lot to me. So I'm having my fingers crossed for this.
Oh, are you? Did you finally send that email?
I have been working on it for a week now, like trying to figure this out. I'll tell you about it afterwards. I don't want to jinx it, but say who it is. But man, I'm really excited about this.
No, don't say who it is. But yeah, because I know I gave you that email a while ago and you forgot.
Yeah, I dropped the ball on that.
And then I hit you up, and I was like, hey man, did you send that email to so and so? And you're like, oh, give me that email again. So that they've replied back, right?
They did.
Okay, cool. Oh man, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for all of our viewers.
It's Christina Hendricks. I couldn't hold it. Couldn't keep it in. From Mad Men, Christina Hendricks from Firefly. Gorgeous goddess of a woman. I don't think I would know what to say to her.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, by the way.
Are you gonna ask
Christina Hendricks
what her favorite omnibus is?
What is Marvel Tales featuring Venom? Boy,
it's
really trying to cash in on this guy, huh?
It's the hottest thing right now with the movie. The comic is one of the hottest things on the stands right now. Donny Cates, his star has skyrocketed.
Oh yeah, I saw a tweet from him asking who had the longest run on Venom because he wants to beat them out. And I was thinking, I'm like, I don't think Venom is one of those characters that people, I would say maybe 21 issues tops. I mean, not taking all the miniseries, right, that Michelini did back in the day. And then I was thinking of like the stuff that Daniel Way did and Rick Remender. I'm like, who really had the longest run on Venom? And it couldn't have been more than 20-something issues.
It's probably Daniel Way because that series lasted a bit. I don't think Remender lasted more than 20. Bendis, I don't think Bendis wrote any Venom besides Guardian stuff. But yeah, so that is everything. And then, like I said, a little bit of peek of next week. Next week is, like you said, Conan. You and I have been really barking up the idea of that DM cover for Conan. So if anybody misses out, don't blame us. All right. So since I have the screen sharing going, do we want to talk about the other thing?
Yeah. Go ahead, man. That's your baby. I'm just here to watch.
So I have it up here. All right. So we talked about this for a little bit yesterday with Jess and I. You guys, all of our viewers, people in the chat, all of our wonderful friends on the Omnibus group have always been hitting us up for a while for T-shirts. Well, guess what, everybody? Gabe, your boy here, made an Omnibroslive store on Teespring. As you can see here, we have a couple different sets of shirts. It's mainly the Omnibros logo, your favorite YouTube channel's favorite logo. And then we have some hoodies with the logo on it. We got some sweaters with the logo on it. We have women's shirts. We kind of have all the bases covered. And then we also have, I'll just blow one of these up real quick. So that's a women's quote unquote boyfriend shirt. I don't know what that means, but I just selected it anyways. So here is the Omnibros shirt for the ladies version. Here's your normal, just kind of comfortable tee. There's multiple different colors: black, gray, red, blue. I think those are the basic colors that I chose for our shirts.
Merchandise.
Merchandise. Omnibros hoodies. We got comfortable. They're all pullover hoodies because that's all that was available. And honestly, I like pullover hoodies a little bit better sometimes. So here's a pullover hoodies. If you guys are interested in that, a bunch of different colors as well. I like the black. I like for our logo. I love the logo on a solid black shirt, solid black.
Oh yeah, that's the
hoodie.
way I always pictured it.
Right.
You're right.
It looks like the old school, or like the, on like the omnibus spines, like the original omnibus spines and stuff like that. So that's what I really like about that for sure. And we also have Omnibus Collector shirt as well. I don't know if anybody can see it or how well we're looking it up on here. But I kind of stole this idea from there's shirts out there and other things like that that has like old cassette tapes stacked on each other. So I just grabbed a bunch of, omnibuses off of my shelf, some whales, some fun current stuff, things like that, and stacked them in that same kind of pattern and made a shirt out of it. It says Omnibus Collector on the front, and on the back is our handy dandy logo as well. So you can hit up teespring.com, search Omnibros. I'll put the link
the chat
in the chat.
The chat's having awesome ideas. I think my favorite one that they have so far is they want a shirt with Jess's face on it when he found out Emily's mom was still in the chat.
that probably more shirts and stuff like that.
That probably has to be my favorite moment on Omnibros. When you and I were both trying to say, you need to stop talking, Jess. Stop. And he was on a booby roll that day, brother.
I wonder if I could like screenshot that chat and just make that chat like a t-shirt or something like that. Of us going like, "Hey Jess, stop. Hey Jess, you need to just stop. Hey Jess," and he just kept ignoring us because he was just kind of lost in the booby talk. But this is my favorite. I think I'm gonna cop one of these. Is the Omnibus Collector premium pullover hoodie. It looks really, really cool. I like that a lot. And then, like I said, it has the Omnibros logo on the back too. So there you go. I'll put the link in the chat. I'll put the link in the description. I'll be blowing it up all over, the Facebook groups and all that kind of fun stuff too. And anybody who buys it, we 100% appreciate it. We love you for any kind of support that you provide us. And now we're going to keep you warm and have you guys something that you can wear to represent not only us, but your infatuation for collecting Omnis too. What the fuck is this?
Are you putting it on the chat?
I'm going to. My wife's phone's charging next to me and it keeps blowing up. I think her job is calling her.
So
all
need an Omar's crying t-shirt. What the fuck, guys? All these I love Bendis t-shirts.
Right now.
all these I love Bendis t-shirts.
All right. Link is in the chat, everybody.
People were thinking that we were going to interview Bendis. That'd be fun to interview.
That'd be great.
I'd like to know like his thought process on writing books, how he gets prepped, and how much. Because the guy gets.
I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I was saying we should get. Somebody said they wanted a Luis tank top shirt. I was thinking we should get a picture of Luis dressed up as Harley Quinn, and throw that in there. Awesome, thank you, Gabe. I will wear your merch proud.
What a guy! What a guy!
Hey Omar, take over real quick. So I think my wife's job has been calling her, so I think I should probably give her a
sure. What do you guys want to talk about? Feelings? Anything? I'm here for the next 5 minutes by myself. Ask Omar anything. You got me for 5 minutes alone. It's after hours talk. We're gonna lose our sponsorship for in-stock trades because Gabe left me alone. I want a poster of Luis as Harley. You know, I need to go back and watch that episode. Dynamite coming out in April, and the one from Titan Books coming out in December. Doesn't the Titan Books, I believe, those come from the UK? They print different things than they do here in America. That's how I had my original Marvel Transformers run. When nobody in America was reprinting them because Marvel no longer owned the rights to the Transformers, and whoever owned the rights to the Transformers couldn't print the Marvel characters like Spider-Man that appeared in issue 3 or that Haywire character that appears throughout the series. So that was always an issue. Titans. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. Titans Publishing.
All right, I'm back.
That wasn't long enough. We didn't get any after hours talk. Pillow talk with Omar. Louisville does have 3. Ollie, Nick. All right. Well, I know where Amanda and I are gonna hit up sometime soon. You ever coming to LA, Omar? I haven't been to LA in a while, and I need to go out there because I've got some friends out there. I need to go and visit. Is that where you are? Make Havoc. The hell am I doing?
Yeah. That fool's actually like when I go visit my my wife's family. My wife's family lives in West Covina, and I think he lives like the next town over, like 5 minutes away. He said.
Psycho Cleveland has an announcement to make. If anyone's a member of the Bowie's Turntable Group, I hope I pronounced David Bowie's name right. Turntable Group, I am going to be lighting that place the fuck up pretty soon. That seems like a threat and a promise.
That's not like a drive. That's not like a drive-by.
I want to know what that means.
Yeah.
Let's see. Omar, did the hardcovers of Full Metal Alchemist collect just as much as a single back volumes, or does it collect more? I see there's more pages. I think it's more pages, and it's in there. You're also getting the colored pages too, but it's also like sketches and things like that and promotional artwork that he did. What I did to save me money, because I'm a huge fan of double dipping, was get the art of Full Metal Alchemist. So I kept my original trade, 27 volume little mangas, and I bought the art of, because I knew if I bought one hardcover, I would have to buy them all. Berserk, on the other hand, that's a different story. I will be double dipping that. That's my favorite manga, so I'll be getting the hardcover, which collects 3 volumes in each one. And I'm hoping they do the same thing that they did in Europe and have the color pages, and it's bigger. So we will see. I cannot wait to get that. TJ Clone, near my condition. Going off yesterday's question, is there a low print run on Battle Angel Alita box set? IST is already out, and Amazon keeps going in and out of Prime. Same thing with the Akira box set. Kodansha never knows how many to print exactly, how many are going to sell. So what they do is they have a limited amount at first. They don't number them or anything, so they don't make them rare, kind of unlike Dark Horse. But once those go out of print, they go back to the stock. Actually, Gabe could probably tell you. They go back to the warehouse and ship some more out. Battle Angel Alita, Gabe, is the box set out of stock?
I try to look it up. I don't know my login for Diamond right now off the top of my head.
How do you not have Google Chrome with everything saved?
Because
you suck. You suck.
Well, I do have Google Chrome saved, but I'm not logged into it.
I'm just joking, man.
No, I'm just saying I'm not logged into it. I'm going to get that information. Also at the same time, I don't know how appropriate that would be for me to use that on air, but I could always do it as long as I'm not screen sharing, I'm guessing. But yeah.
But yeah, that's what's going on. That will be coming back. No worries.
So you said it's just like the Akira box set where it disappears real quick and you just got to give it like a month or so and it comes back.
Yeah. Now, Deadly Class, that's out of stock right now. It's not out of print, correct, Gabe? Because I know that was a conversation we had earlier, and Omnipool is asking again. I'm assuming you're talking about the big hardcover, Deadly Class, which coincidentally enough, we're talking about next week on Old Reader, New Readers, because we're so excited for that show.
I heard Deadly Class Volume 1 is out of stock. Is it?
Yeah.
I'll have to look. I would assume because it's Rick Remender, all that image stuff is creator owned. They make all the decisions on things like going back to print and things like that. We might have Rick Remender in the store for a signing pretty soon when the show drops too. But yeah, he's pretty good about being on top of that kind of stuff because I know he was the one that kind of pushed Fear Agent to go back into stock because that thing sold out really quick. I remember that happened.
Oh man, that is an excellent question. Nathaniel 8448 is asking, what episode was it where Jess didn't know Emily's mom was in the chat? Damn it. It was in the summer? Or do you remember?
It was, I'm pretty sure it was the episode right after, or maybe 2 or 3 episodes after we interviewed Emily. Because that's how Emily's mom found out about us, because she was watching it because, her daughter is being interviewed. And I
She
think
found
she
us
stuck around
so entertaining that she stayed and watched episodes her daughter was not in.
Right. And that's when Jess was doing the whole, I forgot what book it was he was showing. But
one of those books. One of those Jess books.
Speaking of those kind of Jess books, I still got that one for you.
Oh, yes. I need to get that from you.
Yeah.
Yes. Keep forgetting. Yeah, we'll go back and find it. If you find it, we'll add it to the description of the episode.
Rick Nelson says it was the same. Rick Nelson says it was the same episode.
That's the episode where we interviewed Emily?
I guess.
Oh boy, man, that would have been a long episode.
Yeah, because I don't remember us doing hauls or anything like that on that video. I mean, we could have. I mean, I barely remembered what happened yesterday, and I forgot to eat today, so my memory's not the best all the time. But yeah. Sledge, Gabe, is Mage good, and how does it compare to Grendel? I haven't read either of those titles. Sorry. Maybe Omar?
I have read both of those titles. I love Grendel, but I love Mage even more. However, the second Mage series was not as good as the first, and the third one is not even close to the second one. That was a Mad Wagner series. Yeah, I remember waiting forever on Mage 2 to come out. I had my Mage 2 coming soon shirt still from the early 90s. And it was a long time. It was 7 or 8 years between the two. That was a great series.
Philip Evans put in a link in the chat. I'm guessing that's to the episode that's in question.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe it's a video to.
We are live and on the air.
Okay. That's Emily. It's the Emily interview.
Oh, here. Thanks, guys. Rick and Philip Evans have found it. Psycho Cleveland, I got my wife a bunch of vinyls, buddy. I want her to join the turntable group, so because I cannot get in. I can't get into another hobby. Vinyl is not for this guy, or I would go balls out crazy.
Oh wait, as I scroll through, it looks like we were doing hauls because I'm showing when I got that Prophet trade paperback.
What's going on, Charlie Rogers? Thanks for joining us live. We are live and on the air. Yeah, that's Jess. So they're saying it's at an hour and 16 minutes.
Okay, I just found it then. I was just right there. That's funny. So
great. It's a great episode.
It's in the chat, everybody, if you want to see it. It's episode. Oh, we don't number these episodes. Omnibrosllive 6418. Interview with In Stock Trades Emily Edsall. Emily Edsall. So.
And if you haven't seen that episode, we suggest you watch the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a good episode. It's a good interview. A lot of good information about, how
many emails a day she gets.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she still gets the, hey, where's my stuff emails.
It was, ETL was the first one. He was like, oh, watch out. Watch the language. Emily's mom's watching. And everybody, here it is. Here was like, Iron Cardinal was like, no, Jess. Forgerelli's like, stop, Jess. ETL's like, no boobs. And it just keeps going on from there.
Okay, so the main rule in vinyl is to know that vinyl is both singular and plural. Vinyl is never correct. Vinyls. So I got my wife some vinyl. That's weird. 1 vinyl, 2 vinyl. Got it. Thanks, Psycho Cleveland. You fucking elitist. That's why I will never join that group. Is there a plan for you guys to do an episode on Jim Mint's channel? Yeah, we talked about it, but I think he used and abused us, and then that's it. He took off. Didn't even call or write us email us or send us flowers. No, I'm just kidding. He said he would have us on one day. We just we haven't planned it out yet. I think me, Jess, and Gabe, we're gonna be on there one day. That'd be fun. It was fun having him on.
Yeah, dude.
I learned a lot about CGC, more than I wanted to. I will say that.
Yeah, I've always been. I've been hanging out, and I've known Steven for a while, so he's a good guy. I've always talked his praises and shit. So yeah, that's there you go. So June 4th, 2018. Oh, there's a picture too, right there, Jess, with this shame face going on. And we're all just laughing at him.
I wonder if Omar hates Jim more than Gabe. No, that's impossible. I can't. I don't hate anybody more than I do with Gabe.
You better not. I take full credit for that.
Absolutely.
All right, so we got 57 people watching. We got 16 likes. Do it up, guys. Go ahead and lube stain that like button.
It's not elitist. It's just helping spread the knowledge. If you walked around saying gooses, or I say 3 deers yesterday, I would hope someone would say something. No! I live in Kentucky, Psycho Cleveland. If I say, hey, man, y'all see them 3 gooses there the other day? Nobody's going to correct me. Bet.
Unless you're around some elitist.
Jeffrey Roberts, what's the timestamp on that link with Jess's face?
I just stepped off of it. Just start at, it's an hour, 16 minutes in, and you got probably like 2-3 minutes into it before he starts.
Charlie Rogers brings up a good point. I don't know if I like it until the end, Gabe. What if we end up sucking like for the last 10 minutes? And then nobody has to like.
What, that
good
episode?
Point. This episode. Yes.
Oh, this episode? This episode's
yeah,
great.
Of course.
Great.
No Jess, no like, man. That's the rule. How's JLA year 1? Man, I just got it at Ollie's. Doom. I love this book, and I sold my trade paperback many years ago because I was going to buy this book. And because I'm older, I forget to write things down. I totally forgot about it. Slipped under the radar. Then I found it at Ollie's for $9.99. And I still think, I was like, man, I used to own this. I think that's how much I paid for the trade. But yeah, I love this book. Barry Kitson, that's the artist. Why the hell did I say Brian Augustine? He's the co-writer. But yeah, Mark Waid, 12 issues. Man, this is great stuff. Of course, it's all retcon now, so it doesn't matter, right? But it still mattered to me at one time. That was the definitive year 1 of the Justice League for about 2 years. What have you been reading there, Gabe?
Last night I finished Super Sons, the Super Sons Omnibus, and I was sad that it ended because every single issue in that book is a hit. Even the Dino Mutt Blue Falcon issue was really fun too. That was a great creepy issue.
No Sledge, I haven't, but I really want to get into some of his, like the Judge Dredd stuff that he did, but I never know which one to buy. Because I know they have like a Judge Dredd, Brian Bolin collection. But I was told not to get those. That's not the way to collect it, but I don't know. Why don't you suggest me a book to get if it has Brian Bolin and Judge Dredd? The Dark Judge's work? I may have to check that out. There was a question in here that... where the hell is it? That's a nice compliment. I'll let you read that.
Nathaniel, yeah, thanks, bro. He says, I think your video on the Jim Lee book was one of your best videos. Awesome, man. Yeah, thank you, dude. Thanks for watching. Thanks for, giving me the feedback on that. I appreciate it. It'll keep me going with those videos. I think it's beautiful. I love that Jim Lee Artifact edition. But not as much as I would love a X-Men Jim Lee Artifact edition. I want that so bad after seeing that. The one that they have now, the DC one. DC one's cool. It's a lot of modern stuff in there, which I'm not nostalgic for. But like his Batman Hush stuff, beautiful, wonderful stuff. Love that. And his Wildstorm stuff. There's a couple Deathblow pages in there. That's just seeing Frank Miller through the filter of Jim Lee is awesome.
Yeah, it's one of those things I can't do it. I can't do it.
What about the John? You should get the John Byrne X-Men one, bro.
No, because if I get one, then I'm gonna start collecting a bunch of shit I don't need.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna super bait you on it right now.
Oh, god damn it. All right, what do you got? Is this thing out of print? How much is this thing, first of all?
It's 125.
125. No discount on this.
Usually not, because it costs retailers a lot to get these things.
Because this is the size of comic book pages, correct?
Yeah, it's the size of a comic book page. So these pages are roughly 11 by 17.
Mm-hmm.
They are colored scans of the original art. I'm trying to get this in the right position.
You can't even open that book with your weak-ass arms.
Weak-ass arms, nothing. It's fucking just big-ass book, and I can't get it all on screen.
Where am I going to read that? I can't read that on the shitter. Look, you're struggling right now. All right. So show me what this is.
So these are colored scans of the original pages from John Byrne's. It's not his entire run or anything like that. It's bits.
No, it looks kind of.
But it is the coolest thing if you're just a fan of that era, that Claremont X-Men era. And if you're not, then there's something wrong with you. But yeah, you can actually read everything because they have, all the word bubbles, all the captions, everything like that, is on the actual art. Because back then they glued it onto the art. Oh man, you got this bitchin' Firestorm. How often do you see John Byrne draw Firestorm? Not that often. His Wolverine stuff in here is really great. Here's where he's fighting Alpha Flight.
Yeah, it's issue 109.
109, yeah.
Hey, Firestorm, you talking about Firelord? You fucking fake fan.
And then you got some Vindicator action here. His Beast is one of my favorite beasts. Is John Byrne Beast for sure. But what's cool in here is you can see like where he messes up or makes corrections because there's whiteouts here, there's whiteouts there.
Carnival issue with Mesmero. That's I think 111. Oh my god, I hate you. This looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
As big of a prick as fucking John Byrne is, his art, man. His art. Jesus.
I'm trying to see. I think there's some Dark
Storm issues.
Yeah. And then in the back
14, that's one of my favorite issues, the day the X-Men died. That's the first appearance of Alpha Flight.
Yeah, 121 here.
Yeah, you're getting in there.
Here's the arcade stuff. Then we're jumping to 126. And it's cool because you'll see like notes written on the art. Sometimes you'll see like, not on any of these, but sometimes you'll see prices written on the art because you can see like, wow, somebody only paid like $50 for this, that kind of stuff. So it's really it's interesting because you can never own all this much John Byrne art at once. It'd be out of control and insane. So here's 132. This is a bullshit scan. This isn't like an actual colored scan. This is like a Xerox copy that they did. That sucks when they do that. But it's only like a couple pages.
Yeah, nope. You had me. Oh god damn it! That's my favorite issue. Like 133. Yeah. Oh, I love that issue.
Oh yep, this is it right here, man. God, this is beautiful stuff.
I'd love to own the last page of 132.
Oh, that one where he's coming up from the sewer, or he got his back.
Pops his claws and he's saying my turn. Oh my god!
I love it when Sam Keith like redid that. They did an homage.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And you go through this, and you're like, man.
Do you own any original art? Because I don't own any anymore. I used to have some. I used to have like Walter Simonson and some stuff. Actually, I used to have a Miller from his run on Daredevil that was given to me. I worked at a comic book store for about 4 years, and the guy that ran it like bought somebody's collection. He's like, hey, do you want this? If you work this Saturday, you can have it. I'm like, yeah. I'm 17. Fuck yeah, I'll work this Saturday.
Yeah. So here's 136. I have a few pages. I had a bunch. I had a double page spread of Rob Liefeld's Avengers that I recently sold. I had a Doom 2099 page that I recently sold. But right now, I have a page from Transmetropolitan after it's like issue 3. After he gets the shit kicked out of him by the cops in the street, and he's lying there in the gutter all bloody. And I have, I think it's like issue 4. I have a page of Chew from issue 4. I think that's all I have in the form of actual original art, like published art.
Yeah.
But I do have a badass Batman sketch. I can't really call it a sketch, but I got this bitch and Jim Lee Batman drawing that he did.
Oh, that's awesome.
A long time ago. Yeah. All right. So yeah, here's 137. Here's the issue.
That's gorgeous.
And I like it because you can see, like, because it's old paper, it's old glue. These things weren't made to be archived and weren't really made to, like, be a collector's item or sell on the market. But it's getting all yellow, like all these word balloons have turned yellow.
It was Dave Cockrum. I thought it was John Byrne, but there was a scene with Storm where she was showering that when they reprinted it in the black and white Essentials, you remember those collections?
Yeah.
Like apparently the first run had her nipple because that's the way it was drawn. The inker had to cover it up, right? So the pencil pages, when they were reprinted on the Essentials, showed her nipple. So that, like, Marvel was flipping out. Gabe, I'm talking about nipples and you're not even acknowledging it. All
No,
right,
I hear you, nipples, yeah, but it's Storm nipples, so I don't care. Because she's not.
What? Storm's the best X-Man.
All right, man, cool.
Wendigo. Oh, that's right. Oh, so it's got stuff from his Days of Future Past in there?
Yep. So you got this page is cool. It's signed by John Byrne and Terry Austin, who was inking them at the time.
Yeah. Man, that Claremont, Byrne, and Austin team, dude. Amazing. They pumped out so much stuff. I think the only thing that held up to that kind of stuff was the Claremont, Lee, and Williams years.
Yeah, good stuff here. So yeah, there you go. There's your super bait, bro. Oh wait, let me show you the killer stuff back here, though.
Maggot's nipples.
Oh man, now my pants got tight.
You were so weird. Rogue is probably my favorite X-Men. I don't know. I always had a thing for Storm, and
I had a major thing for Rogue growing up. Like, I think she caused me to go to puberty. But
really, yeah.
No.
Okay. Whatever. Liar. I love that cover. 114. I've got that signed by Byrne, Claremont, and Stanley.
Nice.
It's my favorite Uncanny book.
116, 127. I love this Proteus. Oh, yeah. They never did Proteus again, huh? I think it was just those 1 or 2 issues in this run. It was really about it for Proteus.
He came back like during the Kings of Pain storyline, and then he came back again. Yeah, that's
here's a 133.
That's a 129. That's first appearance of Kitty Pryde. Hell, God, I love those covers.
Oh yeah. Here's the
Welcome to the X-Men.
Yep, when she joins.
Hope you survived the experience.
Yeah. I forget what issue number this is. That's 140.
That's 130.
140.
No,
it's 140.
Yeah, 140. Because 141 and 42 are Days of Future Past. That's the Untold story.
Yep. And that's that.
That's pretty cool, man. Still pass, but thank you for sharing. That's gorgeous. How big is that compared to like an Absolute? How much taller is that?
A lot.
You got an Absolute handy? Hey, if you don't worry about it.
Well, let's do this. Shit. Now, how am I going to hold all this stuff up at once? How about a smorgasbord edition?
Okay. Which, that's about the size of an Absolute.
Yeah, next to the book itself.
So that's a big damn book.
Yeah, it's hefty. Yeah, it's crazy hefty. So yeah.
I know that there's one for Don Rosa too. There's two for Don Rosa for the Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck. I almost caved and got those. Man.
There's a bone one too. There's a lot, man.
Oh yeah, there's tons, but I just can't, man.
I got a bunch of them, man. I got the Jim Lee one, the John Byrne one, the David Mazzucchelli Born Again, Walter Simonson Thor, John Buscema Silver Surfer, John Byrne again, but it's this Fantastic Four, Wally Wood's EC stories, and I have the two Jack Kirby Fantastic Four ones. And one of those is super large, dude. There's one that like it's called Twice Up, where it's about twice as big as that John Byrne one. Like it's crazy huge.
Every once in a while, I have seen them at conventions, and they're like where they're nick and dented. They have them for like 50% off, especially in the Indiana area and in the Kentucky area. Like this area here, there's a couple sellers that had them last year because I was looking at them. The bone one that you said, that's the one that I remember. There was another one too. It was a John Buscema. Was it Tarzan maybe? Can't remember. But yeah, but that's my problem. I start on that, and I'm sorry. Yes, it was Joe Kubert. That's what it was. I start on one, then I'm gonna have to get them all. So, because I have
coming out with good stuff. There's a Jim Starlin Marvel Cosmic one out there.
Oh, you're gonna get that.
Yeah, I thought about it. We had it at the store for like a hot second. Somebody snatched it immediately. But yeah, I gotta clean up my collection. My collection is a mess. I took so many of it down today to get that picture made for the shirt. So all my stuff is all floppy. It's all just all over the place.
You should read it. You should read that stuff while it's down.
I'm not gonna read like all that shit right now. I am in the mood to do like a readathon, and I'm thinking it's gonna be either Hickman's Fantastic Four through Secret Wars, or I would like to get into the Claremont. Speaking of Claremont, John Byrne, that X-Men run, since I have it on.
Stuff is classic. You should read that. I've been catching up on X-Men and kind of glad that we're back on. We got a ongoing weekly title, Uncanny. So I'm almost there. I'm almost to the point of reading Uncanny because I'm on Extermination, which has been good. I was hoping Ryley would be on today, so I could talk to him about it, because I know he's the only one that was following it. It's pretty interesting. But then and then I'm doing old reader, new readers, where we just read Umbrella Academy Volume 1, and then next week we're doing Deadly Class issues 1 through 21, which is like the first 5 trade paperbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And have you read either one of those two?
Which ones?
Umbrella Academy, which is the Gerard Way. Oh, dude, it's solid. It's like Doom Patrol, Uncanny X-Men. Great book. And I think we're giving away a trade tomorrow. And then Deadly Class. Have you read Deadly Class? Remenders?
No, I haven't. I have the oversized hardcovers, but I haven't gotten into it yet.
That is probably my second favorite Rick Remender story. It's fucking amazing. So,
hey Omar, you going to any conventions soon?
Yeah. I'm gonna be hitting up the Frankfurt Con, I think is what it's called, here at the end of the month. Then there's a Lexington Comic and Toy Show. And Jess said he might be coming down for that, which would be kind of cool. Those are the two that I know so far. I may be going to Awesome Con. A friend of mine wants me to really go on up there and see him. That's in the DC area, I think.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't checked out who the guests are or anything, so I may start doing that. Oh my God, Jesse, I'd love to. Just to see what the Doom Patrol by Morrison. That's just so good. Charlie, yeah, we're actually, Amanda and I are reviewing the show on Saturday. So, because Deadly Class, the Sci-Fi is letting you watch the first episode, like on their web service, their streaming service, for free before it even comes out. Because I think it comes out here in a couple weeks. The show premieres.
Oh,
they're
that's
letting.
right. Betty Class is already out, right? The first episode.
Well, if you have the Sci-Fi app or whatever, but yeah, you can watch it like that. So I'm excited. Yeah, Invisibles is what will confuse the shit out of them. We just got out of Crisis on Infinite Earth, so I don't want to blow their minds yet.
All right, I didn't get around to that episode yet, but how did the girls take it?
They ended up really appreciating what it was, but they were, obviously there's a lot.
Sounds like they're being nice, because that sounds like a nice thing to say when you really go, this is just terrible and I can't understand any of it.
Well, it was funny because
both
of them gave it an 8 out of 10, and I'm like, wait, how is that possible? I'm giving it a 7 out of 10, and I actually enjoy this book. I mean, for me, it was George Perez's artwork, and then just having a who's who. I always like stories like that, like even the bullshittery that's going on right now in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Shattered Grid. I didn't even watch the damn show, but it's kind of cool to see all the Rangers together fighting this villain.
I don't have any interest in Power Rangers. I liked it at first. I remember when it was first coming out, and I watched the movies and everything in theaters. I think it was after Mighty Morphin ended and became like something different. I was like, I don't care anymore. Like, you don't have Kimberly, then I don't care. I think that was my mindset back then.
Yeah, Grant Morrison stuff usually does that to you.
Oh man, some of it, yeah, a lot of that stuff does.
It can be really pretentious, that's for sure.
I tried.
Invisibles is just like that.
Yeah, I tried reading Invisibles, and I was like, what the hell is going on here?
I really enjoyed it though, for what it was. Maybe it was because I was on a lot of drugs then. Yes, Gabe, Kimberly was the best.
That's a fact.
I always had a thing for Aisha. She's a little hottie.
Was that the second Yellow Ranger?
Yes.
She was the black woman, right? Yeah. Okay.
She's out of Texas. Yeah, she comes to this Lexington Toy Show all the time. But I never watched the show. My brothers did. So it was I'm like, she's pretty cute. I can see why you guys are watching this.
If anybody wants a good Grant Morrison book that you could kind of just fall into and not get caught up in Grant Morrison-y stuff, is definitely going to be Joe the Barbarian. And I hear Claus is the same way too.
I'll say there's a couple. I'll say Joe the Barbarian. That's an excellent one. We 3 is really good. What's the one that he did? Happy, which is not like Grant Morrison, but more like Garth Ennis. And yes, Claus. Claus is probably the most non-Ennis book I've read by Ennis. Or I'm sorry, non-Morrison book I've read by Morrison. All right, man. I got to get going. We've been on for an hour and a half. So,
all right. So,
sign us off. Who are the wonderful people that brought... Oh, Jimmy Owens. Yes, God Country is wonderful. Beautiful. Great book. You should check it out, buddy. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. So this crazy fun episode has been brought to you by some of the greatest people in the world. That is InStockTrade.com. Again, great discounts on all their books, up to 35%. Day of new releases, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, up to 50% on new releases. The best shipping anywhere. Great customer service from Emily. Emily's mom is really awesome as well, even when poor Jess is showing off boopy stuff. InStockTrades.com, everybody. Check them out. Hit them up, especially next week when Conan comes out. Make sure you're hitting that F5 button or Control R, whatever you got going on. Get that DM cover and show them some love.
Absolutely.
Omar, where can everybody find you on the interweb?
You can find me on my YouTube channel called Near Mint Condition. We have a live show tomorrow called Old Reader, New Readers. We will be talking about... I reread Apocalypse, or the Apocalypse Suite, which is the first volume of Umbrella Academy. And my 2 new readers are my co-hosts. They read it for the first time. So we all discuss it and see what they thought. And what I thought after a reread. So
they should make you read a book.
That's what they both suggested. I feel like I'm going to end up reading Lumberjanes because both of them have read it and I have not. So... that's probably one.
If you do, I'll read it with you because I have that first hardcover.
Do you? Okay.
Or whatever it's called. Yeah. And everybody, you could find me, Gabe Infinity Watch, on YouTube, Instagram. I'm in the Omnibus Collectors group as well. And please, if you're looking for some new apparel or you need a hoodie to keep you warm, check out Omnibros Teespring. Grab yourself a shirt or a hoodie. And we'll be back. We'll be back Thursday. Thursday's our next show. We don't have a topic yet, but we never usually do until about 45 seconds before we start.
That's true. That's true.
That is true. Even though we have a Google Drive of like 50 different topics we could talk about. Oh, wait. Before we sign off, dude, you guys should really start rolling the ball on that manga episodes.
I think that's a Ryley and Geo thing.
Good old Omar passing the buck, everybody.
I said I would help from time to time. But I'm just my manga's so old though. I feel like I'm the old guy reading manga that I read 20 years ago. Both Geo and Ryley read things that came out like today.
Yeah.
Like it just got printed today.
Everybody, they're all reading their One Piece and My Hero Academia. You're like, you guys, hey, how about Tank Police? And
yeah, I'm still stuck in those. Well, I mean, I read One Piece as well, but most of the stuff that I get is from an old person, like an older manga reader's perspective. The stuff that I was getting in single issues now being collected again. But anyway, yeah. So stay tuned for that. I think Ryley and Gio are working on that. So thank you guys for joining us. This was a lot of fun. Gabe, always a pleasure seeing you, buddy.
Yeah, man. I love you like a brother.
Back at you like a brother. Good call. Good night, everybody.
Later, everybody. Deuces.
Bye.